All right, we are live. Guys, I'm doing something crazy today. We're streaming straight from the beach. So first of all, let me know if you can even see me, hear me, all that stuff. Hopefully you can see the lovely San Diego backdrop here. I am literally on the top of a lifeguard tower, streaming from my phone, streaming to the computer. This is some new age shit right here. Let me know if anybody pops in here. Just gonna be hanging out today. Nothing specific. Nothing specific on the agenda. Just got a coffee. And kind of enjoying the day. There's a million cyclists here. Tons of people on the beach. Luckily, no lifeguard here. What up, Christian? Old Faithful, Philosophy and Fruit. How you guys doing? Hope you guys enjoy the scenery today. I'll get out of the way. I have my laptop set up in the most dangerous position possible. There is I'd say a good 50% chance I lose my laptop into the dirt. So, hopefully the stream looks good. Hopefully this meets the Drew Morgan standard. How you guys doing today? Ben Fitness, hello. Benjamin Balls, how you doing today? Hopefully you guys can hear me, see me, everything, all that. Did you guys catch the worst of the anti-vegan fitness industry? Bobby's perspective. Vegan Gains made a little video about our boy Bobby. How long till the Drew Morgan worst of the anti-vegans comes through? I can't wait. I can't wait. Actually, I shouldn't say anything because you know that he's not going to make it if I'm pumped about it. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, lifeguard's right here. Hopefully I don't get busted. Nope, looks like we're good. All right, see you guys later. Oh my God. I guess they didn't see me up on the tower. Cool. It says stay off, but there was no fence. I didn't have to do anything crazy to get up here. Yes, my laptop is perched on a 45-degree bar. It's literally balancing on this thing by itself. And I've got a bit of wind at my back here from the water, so... Yo, Vegetable Police is straight ghosting me, guys. Like I don't exist. He doesn't want a piece. He doesn't want to come on. I know a few people have hit him up, too. I'm trying to get Tanny Raw on. I'm trying to get... I've got to reach out to that vegan couple. I just haven't done it yet. Hey, I'm glad you like the view. I'm going to step out of the way just a little bit so you guys can see. Yeah, I'm down to get Vegan Gains on a stream. Why not? Like I said, I'll talk to anybody at this point. Yes, very dangerous, Anthony Reynolds. I'm not in any danger, although I did almost lose my leg to the this gap that I'm standing on right here. So we'll see how long I can hold out. We'll see how long the laptop holds out as well. But I just wanted to try something new today. I've been wanting to do like a live stream from a location for a while. This is all just set up through my phone. I got my laptop here, webcam through here, bicep flex here for you, boom. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. Charles, Coach Charles, we're at the beach today, buddy. It's a field trip, taking the whole stream to the beach. I wonder if you guys can like hear the waves in the background. And maybe even see those surfers out there. There's like 20 surfers out there. Can you guys see that? Damn. Those are some beautiful waves back there. I don't know if you... I'll get out of the way for you guys. Look at that. California, baby. Now people know why I left Hawaii. Because California is just that good. It's not even sunny right now, and it's still amazing. This is San Diego Beach. I don't know the name of this beach. but it's a state park, and I just literally pulled off the road. It's wide open. There's not many people here in this particular area. And I haven't eaten anything today. I've just had coffee. It's only 10:40. I'm going to cook some salmon in a little bit. We're trying to figure out the grill situation down here. So I haven't exactly decided like how we're going to cook meat yet at this new house that we're staying at. So, ooh, the white can is, I'm not allowed to have white cans while I'm down here, Andy. They say I get too wild. Taylor says, I have intolerance to food I never had before. Roasted cashews, yellow onions, gluten, and processed sugar. I cut them all out though, and I feeling better and getting tested for SIBO soon. Why are you doing carnivore? Is that why you're getting more intolerance to foods? Tell us a little more about that. No beer yet, Andy, but I definitely am going to drink today. I'm going to be getting some wine in today at a fucking minimum. I've been an angel. But one of our friends has these CBD pens, and dude, they're so good. They're like the perfect amount of everything, and they're super clean too. I need some Casamigos. Faux show. Tres comas. Taylor Marshall says, Drew, do you think your issues were just SIBO and why you had the tooth issues as well? Fuck no, they were not just SIBO, man. They were, I don't think I had SIBO. I think I had a Candida overgrowth for sure, or I may still have it, and I think I've had it forever. But I'm on a Candida supplement right now, and using the Candida supplement, I will tell you that my symptoms for bloat and gas are way down. Like I have almost no symptoms of bloating. My stomach is always flat in the bottom no matter what I eat. Yesterday I had some crazy Mexican food, and there was a good chance that stuff gave me really bad gas, or really bad bloating, but it didn't give me any bloating at all. And already today I'm perfectly fine again. So yeah, I'm going to the bathroom a little bit more often these days, I would say. And the Candida supplements, I would say, have something to do with it. Yeah, the CBD is good. Andreas asked, what's my job? My job is basically YouTube right now, guys. I am making content for the world. I am also running a coaching program on the side for 30 to 60 minute sessions. So people can book up on that. You can find the link on that on my Instagram. And essentially what I do there is I coach people who, I specialize in bringing people out of veganism into eating omnivore diet, a meat-based diet. And I've had several people come through, and a couple of them are actually commenting today in this channel. They're feeling good. If you're on the fence about going from veganism back to eating an omnivore diet, then, come talk to me. We can sort some things out for you, hopefully. Can you build some significant muscle on a vegan diet if you do it right? Yeah, you can. You can build significant muscle on a vegan diet. There's people doing it, obviously. I think a lot more people are utilizing supplementation more than you realize, though. Not just steroids, but like just even protein powders and stuff like that. I think as a vegan, protein powder becomes a requirement rather than a supplement. And I think that's a big problem with the diet. It's a gaping hole. It's an obvious thing that's going on within the vegan community as far as being able to build muscle. There's a reason why vegans have this stereotype of being like skinny, weak people. It's because it's very hard to build muscle on that diet. I think first of all, to be successful, you have to be kind of a genetic outlier. Also have really, really good digestion. As soon as you have bad digestion on a vegan diet, you're totally screwed. You're not going to be absorbing the nutrients, both vitamins, minerals, protein, all that stuff. You're not going to be absorbing shit. You're not going to be making any type of gains. Animal foods just digest so easily in the proper forms, the proper ratios of everything that you need. It's so easy to get the nutrients in that you need. You can eat less calories, so that means you can lose fat at the same time. A lot of people are going to get healthier that way. But if you are going to go down the path of building muscle on a vegan diet, you're definitely going to have to supplement. That's why you see all these guys on the Vivo Life protein powders. They come with digestive enzymes built in that allows them to digest the food a lot more easily. And they don't even know that that's what's helping them, but that's what's fucking helping them. Taylor says, yeah, I was thinking I had Candida, but I don't have the white tongue, so I'm guessing probably IBS or SIBO is my issue. Yeah, potentially. Again, I did have the white tongue, or I do still have a little bit of that symptom. The Candida supplement I'm taking hasn't completely gotten rid of that. We're about 4 weeks into the 8-week protocol right now. Not completely gone, but the digestion is definitely a little bit better. Lucy says, if your Candida is cured, would you want to go back to plant-based? Vegetable Police is trying kefir because he wants to heal his gut so he can eat mostly plants. Is that your goal too? No, it's not my goal. I don't think plant-based is the way. I think that the human body is not really designed to consume large quantities of plants and get our nutrients and vitamins in that way. I don't think anybody is thriving long-term on a vegan diet. I think short-term, it can help some people get in control of their eating disorders and lose weight. I don't think there's a single person in the world that does better on plants than they would do on a well-balanced, well-optimized omnivore diet, whether that's carnivore, 100% meat, or whether that's some meat and almost all plants. There's a single person in the world, I think, that would do better on 100% plants. You can fucking stamp that as the fact of fucking truth in the world. I don't care what anybody has to say about that. I don't know of one person, ever. So it's not my goal. I don't see veganism as the pinnacle diet. I certainly do not see raw veganism as the pinnacle diet, which most vegans tend to think, except in the recent years it's become out of vogue to support raw veganism, which I think is really funny because every vegan has seen raw veganism as the pinnacle at some point in time. And now that it's proven that raw veganism is a joke, you have all the vegans trying to back out of that, backpedal, say that they, well, why would you ever go raw vegan? That's stupid. You have an eating disorder. No. Anthony says there's not enough zinc in the vegan diet. There's not a lot of everything in the vegan diet. And not a lot of it is available to you to actually digest. Yeah, Philosophy and Fruit says, I watched your orange juice fast video and you didn't look great. Hey, I watched some of those videos last night actually. Somebody commented to me on my food haul video that's really old. It's right after I did a juice fast. Go look at that video. You can see my shoulders, especially this area here. This whole area just completely disintegrated as a juice fasting vegan. Like every piece of muscle on my body just vanished, disappeared. Anthony says, Taylor, you can't make any conclusions after a few days of carnivore. Yeah, I agree. There's been a few people who've criticized me saying, hey, Drew, you can't be giving out any definitive advice on a carnivore diet. You've only been doing it for like 7-8 months. And I say I agree. Right when I went carnivore, I did a 40-day review where I said, I don't say that this is the best end-all be-all diet for everybody. I still don't think that. And I still do eat some plants. Like yesterday I had straight up vegetable oil and corn tortillas and corn chips and beans and rice. I went to a Mexican restaurant. But I still eat mainly carnivore. I definitely, if I'm going to be eating, if I eat 2 meals a day, let's say, definitely one of those meals is 100% animal foods. I don't eat 2 meals with carbs in it in the same day. That's, I'd say, a pretty normal rule of thumb for me. Taylor says, I noticed when I was eating carnivore, I had no stomach grumbling or anything. Yes, exactly. That stomach grumbling is your body's desire for carbohydrates. If you go basically 3-4 days with no carbs and you kind of like get that carb craving out of your body, then you kind of don't get hungry anymore and you just run off body fat. It's very strange. Ron Paul Girl says, I do better on plants, 0 problems, and I have more energy than all the people I run into. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, man. You probably do have good energy, Ron Paul. I would imagine you're kind of an older guy, but you're all over YouTube making all kinds of crazy comments. You write some of the longest comments I've ever seen. I got to give you credit on that. You're a unique person. Taylor says, I tried it for a few days and that was enough for me. I don't even like the taste of animal products really. Bacon and chicken is decent, but I was getting sick of ground beef. Yeah, ground beef, it's probably my least favorite meat. I do like chuck beef, Angus beef, ground beef patties, like burger patties. I prefer to get them pre-made. But yeah, I don't really use ground beef. I do steaks. I do stuff like that. If I'm going to do a roast, I'll use like a brisket and do it in the Instant Pot. You can do that too, or a slow cooker. Ron Paul says, there are all kinds of athletes that have become vegan. It's not a big deal and spares the animals. So this is what's funny. I just in front of me, you guys can't see it, and I don't want to move the camera, but there's a huge street that has hundreds of cyclists going by every few minutes. And I saw a guy with a big old Go Vegan thing on his cycling pant legs. But as I always tell people, you're never going to see vegans in strength sports. And I know people are going to say, oh, Kennedy, whatever his name is, Kennedy, he was in the Olympics. He had his worst showing in the Olympics as a vegan. And then he basically quit powerlifting after that, or shortly after that. Nobody does better on a vegan diet. You can get by on a vegan diet. That's the difference. No athlete is performing better on a vegan diet. I'm sorry, it just doesn't exist. Otherwise, they'd all be doing it. They really would. Why aren't they all doing it? They're getting paid millions of fucking dollars to have this slightest edge on each other. You'd best believe that they would all be eating vegan if that was the optimal way to go, but it's not. And it doesn't save the animals, Ron Paul. We know that. We know that eating grass-fed local beef is actually more vegan than eating plant foods, for the most part. Now, there's going to be some tiny little farms out there that are going to be producing everything without any animal killing. Okay, that's maybe more vegan, but is that really sustainable for the world? Just like the vegans use that excuse. I don't give a shit about sustainability for the world. I want to eat for my own personal optimal health, and that's what I promote on this channel. Yeah, Mark Busquet, tell Ron Paul what's up, man. Hey, vegan Deterioration, my girl. Yeah, I eat a lot of carbs too. Well, not a lot, but I'm still low carb for the most part. But I do grab some carbs. Do you think Nimai Delgado is on steroids? 100% Nimai has been on... He's a fucking liar. Fucking liar, dude. Nimai Delgado saying he's not ever been on steroids in his life is a fucking joke, man. That's a huge lie. He's the only one I'll say. John Venus, fine. You know, he can pass. Brian Turner, bro, you're fucking questionable too. But Nimai Delgado, give me a break, dude. 100% has been on steroids. He has made it to the IFBB level, competing against people on steroids, 100%, untested drug federation. And he's trying to say that he has never done steroids in his life. He gets real defensive about it too. You notice that. I don't call people liars very often, but he's a liar for that. Taylor says, it does kind of make you wonder, mainstream media is pushing veganism hard now. The shit they're promoting is all processed shit though, protein powder, foods that will fuck up your health. Yeah, I mean, vegans are really proud of the fact that veganism has gone mainstream. It's like, what about going mainstream is impressive? Like, other than the fact that you've now duped into the minds of the regular people. Like, the fucking Kardashians are trending and mainstream and popular. Like, what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with truth or health? I mean, up until 10 years ago, everybody was smashing down McDonald's and didn't think twice about it. And then this health movement started, and then, or maybe it's a little bit longer than 10 years ago, but you get my point. McDonald's trended to a multi-billion dollar company, right? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Such a dumb point. Hey, Seek Truth Now, how you doing? Umberto? Hey, welcome to the beach, guys. Welcome to the beach. Let me get out of the way for you. Clown Mazard, holla at your boy. Shakotan says, I eat a lot of carbs for the most part, but he's still low carb. This guy is about sincerity. I think you're talking about me, and yes, I am. Asha Duzan says, you're an omnivore now. I still identify with carnivore for the most part, but sure, I'm an omnivore. For sure, I'm an omnivore, technically speaking. I do eat carbs. I had Mexican food yesterday, beans and rice, all that stuff. I'm not sure what would be worse for Nimai, his fan base finding out he's not really vegan or if he's on testosterone. Well, I don't think people are even concerned with him being on steroids. I think they kind of would accept that. But of course he's going to lie about it. Just like Patrick Baboumian, everybody likes to, Patrick Baboumian, he's the strongest man in the world. Actually, no, he's not. He has a couple records allegedly in some very obscure lifts for his weight, which, by the way, you can go look at videos of half Thor Bjornsson, the dude who played the Mountain. He fucking lifts like several hundred pounds more than Patrick Baboumian did in that same exact lift. So it's, people don't know what they're talking about. Hey, what's up, Naomi? We are at the beach. We are at the beach. Hella surfers behind me. I don't know if you guys can see the surfers out there. Hopefully it's like, give me a rating on the quality, guys. Like, I'm doing this for my phone. I had to kick down the quality levels a little bit. We don't want to make it too much of a technical talk, but you guys can let me know. Say, hey, Drew, the quality is up to par or not. Ron Paul says, I never bothered eating powders and all kinds of supplements and processed foods. That's nuts. Hey, Ron Paul, I'm just saying, man, that's how a lot of these vegans are getting by. And again, we don't know what you look like. We don't know what your pictures look like. We don't know. We don't have video of you. I get a lot of you vegans coming through saying, I've been vegan for 15 years and I'm in great health and my whole family's vegan and my kids are vegan. And it's like, okay, but you're commenting from a faceless, videoless name. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. You could say you're healthy, but that's like Jonas Sunshine saying that he looks healthy. Mark Tassi thinks he's healthy. A lot of these people, they're like, they don't have any connection to reality. And again, somebody called me out for bullying Mark Tassi the other day, by the way. So I'm going to hereby state right now that I'm no longer publicly engaging with Mark Tassi. It's a done deal. I'm putting to bed the Mark Tassi online squabble. I'm not at Venice Beach. I'm in San Diego right now. I'm at I don't even know what's called this place. It's a state beach though. I'm glad you like the location. I really wanted to put together a cool, different stream today. Hey, Humberto with the tenor, baby. Thank you. Humberto says, please do live videos more often. It's always fun to hear you talking. I always learn counterpoints to debate with my vegan friends. I am carnivore all the way since February of this year. Hey, thank you, Humberto. By the way, guys, Humberto is somebody that I had a coaching conversation with, a call with. It was just a nice discussion. I've had many calls with other people. I love getting updates from people when they're just like, dude, this is working for me all the way. Great. I love hearing about people's success stories. I don't give a shit if it's on veganism. I don't give a shit if it's on carnivore. I just like hearing about people having success, whether it's financial, whether it's diet, weight loss, performance, success with chicks. Hey, love it. You think I'm going to get robbed around here, Irish? Do you see these guns, bro? Fucking tell somebody to step up. Gluten is okay. I eat it every once in a while. Like, sometimes I'm just like craving for a sandwich. Happens every couple weeks. I'll go get a big old foot-long sandwich, and yeah, it gives me a little extra gas. But you know, within a day or two, I poop it out, and we're all good. Yeah, Zozo. Every anonymous YouTube vegan has been plant-based for 20 plus years. Exactly. I lived in a vegan community where I literally ran across hundreds of vegans, and not one of them was vegan over. The longest standing vegans was Megan Elizabeth and Evan Rock that I knew of personally, and they're both eating animal foods now. Yeah, Ron Paul, you say that you don't want the attention, but you do like the attention as far as causing comment problems in the comment section. You like that attention. You just don't like you don't want people to know what you actually look like. And you should share. If you're so successful and you want to make this difference in the vegan community, then here's what vegans need. Vegans need more shining lights of success. This is where they lack. You've got a couple really good-looking, healthy guys, Brian Turner, Derek Simnet, fucking John Venus. You got 3 guys. And it's so funny because vegans always say how, ooh, muscles don't equal health, yet they fucking point to those guys every chance they get as being successful and healthy looking and athletic on the vegan diet. So they use them when they can. They also put down omnivores and meat eaters who get good results and say that, muscle mass doesn't really matter. But they love to promote their own muscle-bound guys whenever they can. So it's a double-edged sword. Hey, Brighton. What's up, Drew? Glad to hear your live streams. I'm getting sprinkled on right now, guys. I did not expect that. So we're going to keep this going until I can't. Somebody said it looked cold. It's actually not that cold, but it is starting to rain on me a little bit. Hey, at least I might be coming home faster than I thought. Ron Paul says he's giving out genius ideas for free. Sure you are. Clown Mazard says, I can digest breads better than whole grains. Yeah, I agree. When I go get bread, by the way, I do eat white bread. Morbid Morg Clark says, so happy for you and Elise. Was it hard to see her getting roasted by commenters and other YouTubers with the dog and food situation? Yeah, man, it's hard for me to see any of my friends get roasted for stupid-ass, unlegitimate reasons. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely for her. And she's not the type of person to, like, overtly defend herself the way that I do. And it really pissed me off, a lot of the things that people say. And I let so many dumbass comments stay up in that video that we did our interview in the park together. And so many people commented such nasty things, man. Like, you got 16, 17-year-old girls, know-it-alls coming through there, just saying nasty shit, man. And then they have the audacity to critique me for writing negative things back to them. Like, I got a bunch of flack from people because they wrote all this nasty stuff, and then I commented back in kind. You know what I mean? Like, I never went harder than they did, but I got a lot of people hating on me. People saying that Elise shouldn't be aligning her business with me, all this stuff. Yeah, all kinds of stuff, man. And for the dog, like, give me a break. You don't see these vegans who promote adopting animals, adopting children. They don't say shit about having your own kids, do they? Naomi, I like how we get behind the scenes juice from Drew. Do you? Do you get behind the scenes juice from me? I got more juice, guys. I got more juice. I got vegans DMing me, giving me juice. I can't even share all of it. I don't know why people come to me with it. I think my theory on that is that I divulge information only when it's necessary and when people aren't going to be directly outed from it. I don't want to get involved in the gossip realm, but I let things simmer until they need to come out. Ethical vegans always look like shit. They're like the ones who eat the most junk food. They get fat. They just say, oh, it's for the animals. It's like, okay, cool. Well, don't care about your health then. My life in the sunshine. Come at me, vegans. Just kidding. Do not come at me. I majorly dislike vegans. No offense, vegans. I think even vegans understand that they're just hateable. It's straight up sprinkling on me right now. Carnival, hola. Planted Charge says, vegans only point to popular bodybuilding YouTube vegans because carnivores make such a big deal about vegans not having adequate muscle. That's true. I mean, again, vegans want to utilize these people as shining stars of health, but in reality, we don't know how healthy they are. And in fact, they admit to not being super healthy. They're actually injured. A few of them are injured, can't heal from their injuries. So, we don't know. I think John Venus is on the line personally. Hey, thank you, Naomi. I appreciate the sentiments. If you eat white bread, your health will soon go down again. It's sad. Yeah, I agree. Don't eat a lot of white bread. I eat white bread maybe once every 2 weeks. Here's my counterpoint to that, Eric G. If you can't handle a little white bread, then how weak is your body? How fucking weak is your digestion? How weak is your immune system if you can't handle a little white bread? I can handle anything, bro. I can eat fucking Mexican food right now. Spicy Mexican food. I was pouring salsa all over that shit. I ate 2 jalapeno peppers. I feel perfectly fine today. I was full for the majority of yesterday. John Venus and the boys are still in California. Yeah, they're in LA right now. I haven't. John Venus was considering meeting up with me, but I didn't actually get to meet up with him. Do I ever want kids? Probably not. I've never wanted them in my life, personally. What's up, bro? Oh, hey, my bad, dude. Let me. It's starting to sprinkle, man.
I know.
Hang on, let me grab my phone. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was doing a live stream up here.
What a good spot.
I know. I wish I could stay up here, but yeah, you do your thing, man.
Okay, sorry about
Hey,
that.
say hi to the audience. That's a lifeguard, guys. Okay. Well, we may have had to move anyways because it was starting to rain on us. So let's find a spot. That's the real life streaming, guys. Let's see if we can find a little bluff here. I'm gonna put the laptop straight in the dirt. This is adventurous. Okay. Oh, right in the dirt. How's that? John Venus injured for 11 months. Agree. Yeah. How do a couple outliers prove something about the vegan zombie horde? Man, I get that. How do a few people, again, how many people are having issues on the diet? Probably like 50% or more vegans. Okay. Let's make sure the stream quality is back up and running. Who's drinking beet juice? Oh yeah, all the boys were drinking beet juice the other day. My life in sunshine. Hey, I'm gluten intolerant. There's a difference. I'm not a wimp. Yeah, I know. I understand. If you're gluten intolerant, you literally can't handle it at all. I get it. But again, like some people, they're not gluten intolerant. They just like think that gluten is evil for no reason. And I don't know. Like I hear people say shit all the time, like, "Oh, don't drink alcohol. Don't drink a Monster energy drink. Don't drink diet soda." Like if you can't handle this very simple, basic stuff that even like the most omnivores can handle, then like what are you doing with your life? Should be able to handle some really basic stuff. Uh-oh. My connection is not as good. Is that decent? It's working. It's kind of working. A lot of vegans were so convinced their diet is the only way. As a former vegan trying animal products again, I realized that one diet isn't optimal for everyone. It's actually humbling. That's exactly what I say. Because I feel like a lot of vegans are basically super arrogant. They're very arrogant about their diet. They're very arrogant about their knowledge of nutrition, and they think that they're so right. And you know, you'll get like 1 year vegans who've been doing the diet for a very short amount of time, trying to tell people that they know it all, and basically they don't even know what they're in store for. Once they hit like year 3, 4, and 5, it's all downhill from there. Hey, thank you, Clown Mazar, for letting me know that the stream's fucked. I'm going to actually move locations again. I don't think it likes where I'm at right now. Hang on one second, guys. I think I may have to abandon the beach scenery, unfortunately. That was so ideal up there. Let me see if I can do this. This is hilarious. Look at that though. This is kind of dope, guys. Kind of a genius. Look at the seagulls. Hopefully you can see that. Let me see if I can post this up right here. Is there any point to this? Nope. Live streaming live. Hey, could you see the flying V formation? That was pretty cool, huh? Okay. Veganism is all or nothing thinking. It's a common cognitive distortion. Anyone who does these diets should look into the long-term cognitive distortion. That way of thinking may be holding you back. I agree. And one of the things that I guess I'm kind of known for is telling people that the open mind that they got into veganism with, they need to keep that open mind going. Even while they are vegan, even while they think they're having good success. Again, if you're having good success as a vegan, cool, but just stay tapped into yourself and understand that that may change. Just if it does change, then be open to the fact that you may need to make some changes in your diet. I'm glad you guys like the scenery. It's like working as I was hoping. Let's hope that the internet stays connected. It seems like it's working again. Yeah, that was the lifeguard tower I was at over there. And I had like my laptop perched up on that little walkway. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then the lifeguard showed up. That's pretty funny. It looks like I'm on a green screen, but it's real. It's kind of cool. Vegans have 3 strategies to discredit you. You are lying, you did it wrong, and it's just an anecdote. Well, fuck, man, you have 3 of their strategies nailed for damn sure. They like to call everybody liars, and I've covered this a lot. Like, why are we liars? What are we lying about? You think, like, calling somebody a liar needs, you need a little more proof than that. Why can't we just be wrong? You know, they can say that we're wrong, and they could have a good case against that. But to call us liars, I think, is extremely disingenuous or just an incorrect thing to do. We're not liars. We're not lying about this stuff. But yeah, we did it wrong, and we're just anecdotes, even though they're anecdotes too. So I don't understand why they think that, you know, they think that their science, even though it's all brand new science, is somehow proving that the world should be vegan. I was there too. I get it. Welcome to the channel, everybody. If you guys are just tuning in, we are at the beach today, San Diego. We've had a peak of 62 people. It's really funny because I didn't put up any promotion for this or anything like that. I just literally came to the beach, fired the stream up, and then got it going. Eco Steve says, you don't see that many 10 or 15 plus year vegans looking good like John Venus, but look at Sean Baker at 52. Exactly, man. Again, Sean Baker's only been doing carnivore for, you know, a little over 2 years, so we'll see how he holds up, but, you know, he looks good, and he's strong, and he's performing very well, and you don't see vegans doing that even at 2 years. Yeah, just the guys who are actually performing on a vegan diet long term, I haven't seen one of them do it without protein products. And again, so I'm going to give you guys a little more insider juice. Say, you know, if you're halfway tuning into this conversation, you need to tune in fully right now. I have talked to Ted Carr in the past 24 hours. I've talked to Plantriotic, of course, off and on the past couple weeks. And basically, these guys are making gains right now, right? So both of these guys are making gains without consuming protein powder. They are they're eating in a caloric surplus, and they're eating low protein. So they're probably both getting between 60 to 100 grams of protein a day max, but they are making some muscular gains. So let's talk about why that's happening. It's only because they're in a caloric surplus, and when you are in a caloric surplus with carbohydrates and with high-fat carbohydrate diet, which is what they're both doing to gain weight, they are putting on an extremely high amount of fat to muscle ratio. So in other words, in order for them to gain any strength at all, they're gaining hella fat. Plantriotics gain like 30 pounds in a month or something like that. Like it's an insane amount, 20 pounds, whatever. It's a lot. Ted Carr has been gaining a lot of fat as well, and they both admit to this. And I told them, I said, hey, well, when you guys go back to cutting and when you guys actually want to lose that fat, you're going to be essentially doing a low protein, low calorie diet to lose that weight, and you're going to lose all your gains. So again, they're not going to keep that muscle mass even if they gain any. It's pretty sad. It's a huge waste of time. The art of denial. Newbie vegans think they got a PhD and everything, but what they got is a BA in denial. That's right. I am a lifeguard, Brighton Fuller. Thank you. Today I heard out I'm a horrible person from a vegan because I eat meat. So they're getting more emo about it. Well, let them think what they want. Just keep showing good results. That's all you can do. What it comes down to is results. Our people care about results. Vegans care about more unmeasurable things, because that's the only way that you can stay vegan. You have to basically forget about all the health markers going downhill. And I know there's some vegan out there triggered as fuck hearing me say that. I've been vegan for 2 years and my health, my blood tests are amazing. I've never been more rock hard in my life. Fucking liars. They're the liars, man. Hey, I'm glad you like the beach. Not Ted Tassing the plant man. If only they would make a fatty steak pill, then we could dose vegans and sick people to save them, and they'd feel like they'd say I feel great. Yep, snuck you a steak pill, bitch. Ooh, do a stream from the wedge. Last I heard, it's going off right now, South Swells. I would love to do a stream from the wedge, actually. I live closer to the wedge than I live to here, but I'm not in Orange County this weekend. Vegan gains, yeah, he's got some good fat gains. Do you guys want to watch the Bobby's Perspective Worst of the Fitness Industry video right now? I should be able to play it, and I should be able to share it with you guys while I watch it. Ron Paul says, Eco Steve has a postdoctorate degree in retardation. I disagree with you, Ron Paul. Let's pull up the Bobby video. Let's see if we can do this at the same time. This will be pretty cool. Okay, it stopped raining on me. That's good. Did you guys just see a massive flock of seagulls fly behind? Let's start out with this video. It's going to be a little bit easier to watch, I think. Whoa. Don't be concerned I'm turning yellow. Can you guys see that, by the way? Let me know if you guys can see that. See the video, hear the video, all that. Washed up. Comes down to results, right, guys? We talk about results all the time, and you got vegans literally deteriorating on YouTube. We're tracking their progress over time. We're watching them turn pale, yellow, weakened. Their eyes are sinking into their head. Their shoulders are disappearing. Their traps are disappearing. And then you got people that go back onto an omnivore diet and they recover from a lot of these symptoms. You know, they start growing a bit of the fat back around their eyelids. We're back, you know, making fucking gains again. We're not depleted looking, and I'm even eating super low calories. I eat twice a day. Carrying a decent bit of muscle mass, even though I'm super light right now. Look at his eyes. Poor Mike, man. Starting to feel bad for these guys. I don't enjoy really trash talking them, to be honest with you guys. It's not, oh, here's the Bobby video. Perfect. So before we get into this, I want to make sure that we catch up with the chat a bit. This is about you guys, chat. Wonderful fans, subscribers, whatever you want to call yourselves. Appreciate you guys all for being here Saturday, hanging out. This is a cool, weird thing that we're doing today, hanging out at the beach. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Plantriotic is still vegan, yes. And he's making all kinds of gains, all kinds of fat gains. Let's see here. Eco Steve says, I know for myself I did great on animal foods versus vegan with the same workout. Made no gains for 6 weeks as ex-vegan. Same workout, 5 weeks. Chin-ups went from 12 to 21. Push-ups 20 to 45. Dude, I know. I had the same results, basically. And if I'm eating in a surplus, an animal food surplus, oh my God, dude. Fuck. The gains are so powerful. The way that I make gains in a caloric deficit on animal foods is the way that I made gains in a caloric surplus as a vegan. Dave Craves Raw Fruit says, I have like over 100 videos on my channel and even documented my juice feast so you can see everything there. I did a juice feast too, Dave Craves Raw Food. I'm kind of known for the early promotion of John Rose's channel. I found him when he had about 1,500 subscribers. I actually made the first study guide for people to share around and use. It's a 2 or 3 page study guide that I put together with John Rose's teachings on how to actually do the juice fast. And I'm sure well over 100 people have used that. My before and after I have on my Instagram when I was 21 to 27, but to be honest, I ate fast food and shot growing up, so it's not the best, and shit growing up, I'm thinking he said. And it's not the best comparison. I was super unhealthy before veganism. Yeah, exactly. When you're going from sad to vegan, I mean, at least you recognize that. That's a very honest thing for you to do, which most vegans do not. They think that veganism saved them, when in reality, just getting their health in order saved them. Jonathan Newman says, never been vegan, but I agree it's hard to watch these people lose their minds to the cult of veganism, literally wasting away, and they won't admit it. Dude, I agree. It's very hard. And these guys are also seen as health gurus. They're fucking health promoters, man. Mike the Vegan runs the panel at the LA Veg Fest. He's up there telling people that veganism is this healthy thing. And like, and imagine if you're not vegan and you're thinking about going vegan and you're like in good shape and you're just a regular person, you know? You go to this LA Veg Fest, checking things out. You're kind of curious about veganism. And then you see Mike the Vegan on stage and he's telling you about how amazing long-term veganism is. And you're like, huh? This guy? This is the guy that's telling me about health? No. And then they go, yeah, but it's for the animals, you asshole. They always like to fall back on that. Dave Craves Raw Food says, I think we did one around the same time too. I'm down to chat with you sometime about all this too. That would be interesting. Yeah, I'll check more. I'll check your channel a bit more when I have some hands-free. I'm actually hanging off this lifeguard tower right now, if I could show you what I was doing. Brighton says, she's talking to Dave. She says, do you think that you have spiritual benefits from long-term fasting because you are inducing a near-death experience, your body leaving your physical body? Brighton, I think that you're onto something with that. And I have said something similar to that before. I think veganism gets you closer to death. And through this experience, you start to detach. And I think that this feels spiritual for people. What do you think about Joey Carbstrong's gains? He keeps flashing his muscles on Instagram. We'll go check out his Instagram in a second here. My Life in the Sunshine says Joey is probably just on roids. Why not? Yeah, I don't trust anything Joey fucking Carbstrong says. That guy's a psychopath. Let's pull up his Instagram, yeah? It's starting to get cold. Oh no, I have to log in. Why are you being difficult, Instagram? I'm loving this lean setup out here. Yeah, I love to, stream from my home computer where I have all the 3 monitors and the crazy setup and everything. But it's kind of fun to be able to just come out to the beach with a laptop, the simple iPhone headphones, and just run it. This is pretty tight. I'm totally enjoying this. Although I am freezing my balls off right now. Have you ever reached out to the snake diet guy? What's your opinion on him if you have one? Cole, I think he's cool. I think he's super strong. I think he definitely teaches from experience. I think that he has a lot of good, valuable, valid methods, and I don't have a bad thing to say about him. Only critique I give on Cole is he goes and gets DEXA scans and it shows like 6% body fat, but for some reason he just still doesn't look right. I don't know if it's just his genetics or his height or what, but I feel like he should be a lot more aesthetic for his amount of muscle mass and his body fat percentage. But maybe that's just his genetics that, make him look a certain way. Brighton Fuller makes an obvious point. Do you think there's a reason why no other animal in nature voluntarily fasts unless that animal is physically sick? And I'm with that. There's no reason to voluntarily fast unless you're talking about intermittent fasting where you're still eating a couple times a day. I don't see or you have a lot of weight to lose. I don't see the reason why people think that fasting helps them. Like, I don't think, you see this with a lot of raw vegans. They still do juice fasts. Why do you need a juice fast or why do you need a 7-day water fast if you're eating the optimal diet for human health? If you even feel the need to fast in the first place, that should tell you something about your diet. All right, let's fire up. I got Joey Carbstrong's thing here. Let's pop that on the screen. Okay, so we're looking at. People said that Joey's. Oh, gains. Okay, here we go. Oh, you have to log in? What? There we go. All right, so he says he's comparing beef and seitan, Beef, 100 grams of beef has 26 grams of protein. 100 grams of seitan has 30 grams of protein. Beef has more fat. Seitan has almost no fat. And I would say at this, knowing what I know now, I would say I'd rather have the fat from the beef, of course. Of course, he's showing off that there's zero cholesterol and zero saturated fat in the seitan. And he's saying that there's 0% cruelty, which he's incorrect about that because we know that seitan is a wheat product, meaning that there's threshers involved. So he's definitely killing small rodents and mice and things like that to get that food into his system. So you're wrong there, Joey. Yeah, this is just a classic vegan body right here. You know, he's got a little bit of arm pump. He's actually got a little bit of shoulder. He's got a little bit of forearm. Again, if he's cheating with steroids or something like that, I mean, this is not indicative of that. You can see his nipple right here. Let's zoom in a bit. You can see his soft nipple right there, kind of sticking through his tank top. He's not particularly lean. I mean, I'm sure he's kind of strong. Nothing amazing, nothing super impressive. You can go to any gym across the world and you will see guys that look like this who've been working out for 3 months on meat all day long. Nothing special whatsoever. Here we go. Old video? Yeah. No pump. Ooh, show us, Joey. Flex that gun, Joey. Ooh, he proved a point with that one, baby. He proved a point. Honestly, I'm not even shit talking his body. And if I was vegan and I was getting those kind of gains, I would be happy. I hope you guys could see the nipples that I was talking about, those little soft boobies that he has going on. Matt Monarch, last I heard, is not doing so well. Again, Drew does have juicy insider information that I can't share, but he's not doing well. That's all I can say. But that's none of my business, though. You guys saw the titties, right? Carb strong, I think, is like 35. Let's watch the Bobby's perspective video, yeah? I hope you guys like my makeshift setup today. This is not my normal setup.
If you don't know Bobby's perspective, he runs an anti-vegan channel here on YouTube. He doesn't have a very large channel, and he even decided to hide his subscriber count. I guess he's a little embarrassed that not to.
Bobby probably has, I don't even know how many subscribers, but if I had to guess, over 50,000. And then you have Vegan Gain saying he has a small channel. It's pretty funny, pretty troll.
Many people care about his perspective, but I'd say he runs one of the larger anti-vegan channels here on YouTube. These anti-vegans tend to be few and far between. Vegans definitely outnumber them. And when they do bother to make YouTube channels, their content is usually just absolute trash, unwatchable.
Just like yours.
And hardly ever upload. So Bobby is one of the few anti-vegans who actually bothers to put a good amount of time and effort into his channel, trying to convince you to follow a diet that needlessly causes the suffering and death of animals and promotes chronic disease.
It doesn't needlessly consumes animals. You do need them.
Humans, and I think that alone says a lot about Bobby. But we're going to be taking a deep dive into what makes Bobby a terrible person. Now, I wouldn't say that eating meat alone makes you a terrible person. There are plenty of good people who eat meat. A lot of people eat meat because of.
Before I continue, I want to make sure that the stream is good. You guys can see this. Not lagging or looking weird. You guys can't hear him? Uh-oh.
choices, and certain people have just been brought up a certain way, so they're
Okay, well, if you can't hear him, then I'm going to have to just cut that idea. I thought I had it rigged up. Maybe not. We'll play with that next time. Sorry about that. Oh, it's not muted. It was just quiet? I'll have to mess with that later. I don't think it was working. Let me double check that real quick.
But Bobby's a little bit different because he used to be vegan, and if you're judging from his social media posts, he was a
No, it's not going to work. That's fine. It's okay.
He knows all.
I'll link you guys this video into the channel just so that you can see it on your own if you'd like. It's not too hard to find. It's on Vegan Games channel. It's his latest video. It's coming through the mic. Okay. Yeah, we'll just let that go. It's not going to work. I need to get that dialed in. Anyway, basically, I've only seen half of it. He talks a bunch of shit on Bobby. He says that Bobby was at least an ethical vegan. He's calling Bobby out for posting like suboptimal pictures on his comparison photos, like everybody does. Like John Venus does the same thing, by the way. John Venus on his Instagram and Facebook all the time posts pictures of back when he was a meat eater. He says, you know, John Venus is showing that he was a meat eater, and he shows that he was like skinny and weak and kind of fat and out of shape. And then he shows himself as a vegan now, and he looks so amazing. And in reality, John Venus was a fucking jacked, ripped bodybuilder before he ever went vegan. And so I've even shown those pictures. Megan, welcome to the beach. How am I streaming outside? The lovely technology of 4G wireless on hotspot with my MacBook Pro. I am a professional streamer. Bobby did pick some of the worst, but he even compared to his good vegan picks, he looks much better now. Yeah, dude. Have you seen Bobby's face? Go look at the Bobby's latest video where he's walking outside with his sister. Man, his face. Bobby's face is all smooth now. He looks so young now. He looks amazing, man. It's like it just rejuvenated his face. The animal foods. He's been going hardcore animal foods. Like, as a vegan, Bobby's face was really like, it was really rippled. You know what I mean? Like it looked weathered and aged. And mine was getting the same, honestly. Some pictures. The very end is good. It shows a good set of pics. Check it out. On the Vegan Gains video. Yeah, Bobby's face looks great. Megan, how are you liking the beach setup? By the way, I started out on that lifeguard tower back there, and it was even better. But I got kicked off. The lifeguard came. It's pretty funny. Live on stream, by the way. It'll be in the video afterwards. The best part about going vegan is quitting. The best part about going vegan as far as the life lessons that you learn is the humility that comes along with basically having to tell fucking everybody how wrong you were as a vegan. You're like, yeah, I know I said that diet was the best. Yeah, I know I said I felt amazing. Yeah, I know I said it's better for the animals. But I was wrong literally across the board on every single point. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Go eat all carnivore. Yeah, man. Bobby's getting his gains back clear as day. Same as me. Here, let me show you guys where I'm at right now with the gain situation. do some little ab flexing for you. You guys can see, yeah? I don't know if you can even see that. Let me climb back up on my post. Ego check. Many ex-vegans getting their period and gains back. Fuck yes. Finally. Dave Craves Raw Food says, that's why I want to chat with you. There are just too many people quitting for me not to look at all this with an open mind and try to learn something. Yeah, and if you know me from the juice fasting days, man, you know, even while I was still a vegan, I had many people look up to the fact that I did a 30-day juice fast. People that I met in real life, they're like, Drew, I know you from YouTube. You know, when I lived in Hawaii, I'd get these like 20-year-old kids that would come up to me and be all pumped up. Tell me about the juice fast, man. We're like, I want to start it so soon. I'm like, don't even waste your fucking time. The juice fasting is stupid. It didn't do anything for me. The best part of being, Ron Paul says, the best part of being vegan for decades is your body isn't, what? I'm standing on a beam, holding myself up on these poles with the laptop on the platform. Yeah. I don't know how I can explain that. But if you see the lifeguard tower behind me, there's a platform there. That's like where my laptop is on this lifeguard tower. And then I'm like hanging off the side, literally gripping the poles. Should I bring Dave, Raw Food Dave, on the channel right now? Should I have a conversation with him, guys? What do you think? Dave says, juice fast helped my digestion for sure, but it took me like almost 6 months to get my full strength back. People don't talk much about that. Yeah, dude. When I did a juice fast, then I did 30 days raw. I mean, I lost 15 pounds. I was like pure skin and bones, man. Maja Larson says, how old are you? I'm assuming you're talking to me. I am 33. I am freezing cold right now. Dan the man lost his girlfriend, Dakota. You think that's why she broke up with him? Because his diet was too strict? Somebody asked, were you having vegetable oil as a vegan? Yeah, I had some vegetable oil. A little bit, man. I try to eat low oil, low salt. Just like everybody else. Tons of raw food. Tons of smoothies. You know? Carnivore probably wasn't hitting it right. You got to assume that Dan the man is a freak, man. I think that guy's horny. I want to get Jacko Wacko on my channel. I've invited him. I don't think he's ready to do any lives yet. I think he's just trying to regain his fucking life. Yeah, dude. Being skinny as hell on a juice fast is pretty much the standard. All right, good juice, Nature Myth. Thanks for the inside info. See, I think Dan the man, he can get chicks, man. I don't think that he really cares too much. Oh my god, your tail got stuck in between the door while you're trying to film a video? Shit happens when you're filming videos, I'm telling you. If you're out in the world, especially, things just happen. I mean, I got kicked off a lifeguard tower today. That's the first time that's ever happened, and it happened on video. Oh, I'm cold. Let's considering moving this inside, this whole operation. Okay. Step one. You guys can get a little more view of the beach. Giamaz says, are you having peanuts or peanut butter now? I am not. I do not eat peanut butter. Not that I don't like it. I love it, actually. But, yeah, I'm in raw vegan ginger's territory. Watch this chick just pull up. I do need a huge blankie right now. I thought it was going to be sunny and shit. I left the house. Thought it was going to be all warm. I wore a damn sleeveless shirt. Peanuts are horrible on digestion. Like, the worst thing I can think of eating. The top two worst things for me are peanuts and potatoes. So, I think peanuts are slightly worse. I will definitely have a slight stomach ache after I eat peanuts until I shit them out. They do not feel good in the stomach. And they definitely give me bloating and definitely give me gas. Hey, later, Dave. Go get ready for work, buddy. Raw King Kong? All right. If you can, message me. I've obviously got my hands full. Literally right now I'm carrying a laptop and coffee. So, message me. Drew, did you notice any change in body odor after eating meat? I will say slight amount. Slight amount worse. Peanuts are inflammatory, I agree. And yes, they do taste good, but they're not healthy. Well, they're not good for my digestion, I'll tell you that much. I'm going to set you up on top of the car. You guys can take a look at the beach real quick. This actually is not a bad spot. But you guys are going to hear a lot more road noise here. It's going to be very noisy here. If a normal person tried to juice fast, he would develop SIBO or Candida or some insulin resistance problems. Yeah. Nature Myth says the final result of the vegan drama will have Bart K versus Vegan Gains, Freely versus My Life in the Sunshine, and Raw Vegan Ginger versus Least Life. That's you got the solid calls on that one. I agree. I think that would be the final case for the vegan showdowns. We really need to see Vegan Gains and Bart K, but again, Vegan Gains, he's definitely pussing out on that one, I gotta say. Peanut butter and honey is an Achilles heel. Peanut butter, like walnuts and honey is so fucking good. So good. I had that on the flight home from Hawaii. I flew first class, first time in my life. I flew first class, and they gave us like the best food I've ever had on a plane by far. And it was just like this amazing full dinner flying home from Hilo, Hawaii. And I just ate so good, and I was so happy to be eating meat again, because there would be no way to enjoy first class if you were a vegan. By the way, let me know if the cars are super loud, guys, because if that's the case, I'm just going to have to pack it up. I'm down to chill and chat for a few more minutes for sure. Drew should have hidden his ex-vegan switch so he could have raw vegan ginger chew his ass out about it. I know, man. I should have made money off the vegans, right? I like how everybody who's doing ex-veganism now and saying that that's what they're doing is they're all doing it for money, even though veganism is a spot for the money right now. And you have like a built-in rabid fan base if you go vegan, because people just seem to latch on to anybody who's vegan that has any type of results. How did you manage first class? Okay, so the story behind that is I had to fly home from Hilo, which is a cheap flight to begin with. So the flight itself was only like, I don't know, I want to say like $250 or something like that. And yeah, I upgraded. So I had 2 boxes that I had to pay to fly home with. So that would have been another $50. This is a really boring story. But first class was like $150 to upgrade. And I was already bringing on extra luggage that I had to pay for. So like the differential was like $80. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna pay 80 extra bucks and I'll just go first class. And it was awesome. It's more like a business class with United flying from Hilo. It's a tough flight, man. I did that flight several times, flying from Hilo to California. It's only 5 hours, but since you're doing it red eye, it's miserable. And then you get to LAX at 5:15 a.m. and then you basically have to start the day with like shitty airplane sleep and coach. It's terrible. When I arrived in LA, I was totally good to go. In Hench Herbivore's most recent video, he spends 15 minutes hating on Tim Sheaf while wearing an ethics t-shirt Tim designed from his own company. How ironic and weird. I know. I brought this up. That vegan shirt that has that weird vegan text on it, Tim came to Hawaii to launch that shirt with the guy who created it, one of our friends, our vegan friends, Ryan Lewis, that lives in Hilo. And now you have Hench Herbivore wearing that shirt, talking shit on Tim Sheaf. It's a really weird, fucked up situation. I think that the classic unethical vegan move. Yeah, Hilo's probably like maybe 20 minutes closer. It can't be that much closer. My nipples must be rock hard right now. I'm freezing. You got into a huge comment argument with Hench Herbivore? Waste of time. Yeah, first class has no bag fees. So I got the free bags, and then I got the bomb food. And Hench is obsessed with Tim Sheaf, yes. Maja says, I'm curious, I got joint pain and I'm 19 and I live in Sweden. I want to get a broader view of stuff. Well, that's great that you want a broader view of stuff. Are you vegan right now? What's the situation? What's the backstory on your joint pain? What do you think is causing that? So many people think hard nipples means you're horny. That's one of the reasons. Fuck Hilo to NYC. I'm so glad I didn't live East Coast. Carb-Strong's nipples would be just like piercing through the shirt, full length. That boy's got some soy titties. Ooh, I found a blanket. Like Sarah said, I needed a blankie. Oh, God. There's dust and sand. There we go. Vegan ice cream, purple shawl. I'm feeling very vegan out here right now. Let's get this car door out of the way. I'm a prince. I have my vegan shawl, guys. Hold on. Let me spiritualize this. There we go. Now I'm ready for the Hawaiian spiritual beach. I'm so compassionate. I'm vegan for the animals. Carnivore for life. I'm very enlightened. Look at this face. Look how smug I am. Yes. Welcome, my vegan friends. My kundalini is rock hard right now. My pineal gland, absolutely demystified. Maja says, I got joint pain a few years ago, but I don't think if the vegan diet was... She doesn't think the vegan diet was at fault. She just has social anxiety. Might train too much. I hear you. Try some fish. My kundalini. Carb-Strong eats so much tofu and all the meat substitute stuff, fake eggs. He must be going to the toilet a lot. I think so. I'm so glad I had this blankie. I was freezing. My mouth. Yes, Megan, you know exactly. Megan knows exactly who I'm trying to be right now. Call me Wayne. My mouth was getting cold, like I couldn't even articulate my words. All the wind. Ugh. This has been a fun, random stream, guys. Where are we going to take this now? Wayne is a vegan guy that we know in Hawaii that literally, I don't think I've ever seen him wear a shirt the entire time I knew him in Hawaii. He would always wear a shawl, a shawl like this and wrap it just like this. And he literally, I've seen this guy in freezing ass temperatures wearing just a shawl, no shirt. And it does get cold in Hawaii sometimes. Many vegans' brains explode when you explain how they're killing animals after all by eating plants. Yes, that's definitely true. I recommend watching Bobby's channel on that. Fuck Hilo. Never going back to Hilo. I gotta say, this shawl is better than nothing. Antidepressants are never going to be the long-term solution. That's for sure. That's unfortunate. I really hate hearing that. What can you do? I feel like, I mean, I've struggled with anxiety in the past. What I did was I just always confronted my triggers as much as possible, and it was so uncomfortable. I would literally throw up sometimes, a lot of times. The temperature is probably 60, high 50s, but it's like really a little windy and it's cloudy. And I'm right by the beach. The beach is always cold, man. Yeah, we lived on the river that has Rainbow Falls, the Wailuku River. And Rainbow Falls was like a 1-minute car drive from our house. Yep, Clown Mazar knows. Antidepressants are stupid. Tried it for a week, couldn't get an erection. I had the same issues. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Wayne go up Mauna Kea where it's freezing cold in a sarong. Insane. Yeah, I feel like eating meat provides a very satiating calmness of the mind. Yeah, I hear you, Carnivore. It's definitely chilly here, man. Right now, anyway. It's not horrible, but again, I'm just standing there. I was like fully exposed to the wind. I'm in shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt. Could be snowing. Some parts of the world is still snowing right now. Some parts of America are still snowing right now. Fuck the SSRIs. Terrible. They just make you feel numb and dead to the world. It's not the long-term solution, you know what I mean? Not a huge fan of Hilo. That's kind of why I left Hawaii, to be honest with you. It's hard to make a living in Hawaii as it is, but Hilo is probably one of the worst. I don't like the weather there. It's just too rainy for me. I'm a California boy, man. Even though it's cold right here, like it looks overcast and it looks like it might rain, but it's not actually gonna rain. It never rains in California. So you just don't ever need to worry about rain, which I love. Lucy asks, have you found any more vegans that will eat meat on stream? I'm going to make a video very soon that's going to invite people onto the stream to do just that. I haven't done it officially yet, but it's gonna happen soon. Oh, I love hot temps, Sarah. I love the Vegas heat. Yeah, that's weird that Vegas isn't hot as hell right now. It's already been hot there for a while. Maja, you said that you're so sensitive, your parents won't let you go out without them. Your parents actually want you to be on the SSRIs? Tell us more. What's the thing that makes you super anxious and depressed? Mark asks, how's the vegan to carnivore experiment going? It's going really well. Both guys have their blood tests in. We're actually going to hold off on reviewing the results. So next Friday, which will be, next Friday, we are going to do an update video with them. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're not already. We are going to do an update video with the two gentlemen who are doing the experiment. And we're going to be holding off on the blood tests until after the experiment's over. And then we're going to have blood test expert Dave Feldman do a review where we talk about the differences in the blood test. Hey, Gung Fu, what's up, buddy? Miami. How's the weather in Miami right now? Hilo is my least favorite place in Hawaii. Yeah, dude. I don't know why people. I mean, I know why people chose Hilo to live there. It's got good access to fruit, but it's the weather is shit there. It's fucking terrible. Rains way too much. If you like to be an inside person but live in Hawaii, which I don't understand why people would want to do that, it's a good place to live. You can kind of like get away from society, but you're still in Hawaii, but it's cheap to live. I mean, it has some things going for it if you're if you're looking for that kind of thing. Okay, so Maja says she's highly sensitive. She just cries and feels so lonely and hopeless. Really need to do something about that. Are you vegan right now, or are you eating a carnivore diet? Tell us a little bit more about what you're consuming for your nutrition. Because to have that random stuff, and I know that you're 19 and you sound like a female, so I think that you're like, you know, maybe just dealing with some hormonal stuff, and that's a shitty period of life. It's tough, but really, you know, you shouldn't be feeling that bad. Sana says, what about that guy who came out as ex-vegan but hasn't eaten animal foods yet? Oh, Jason Pizzino. Has he done blood work already? Could he be interested in doing the next experiment? He did say that he wants to come on stream and consume animal foods for the first time on my stream, so that'll be exciting. But he hasn't done it yet. He's definitely going to eat fish in Europe, he says, when he travels to Europe in a couple weeks. Yeah, Eco Steve, Hamakua Coast said insane rainfall 2016. Yeah, I was there for that. Such a stupid amount of rain. When is the next live stream with a guest? Definitely we'll be going live with the two guys for the Carnivore Vegan Experiment on Friday, getting an update from them. That'll be cool. And then I'm going to try and book somebody cool probably for Wednesday this week. Today, maybe Bobby, actually. Bobby was going to potentially come on today with me, but he has really bad internet right now where he's staying in Macedonia. So he can't really do live streaming stuff right now. So today I kind of just threw something together, hopped on here live, wanted to just pop in, check in with you guys, hang out. I've been wanting to do this, you know, live on set thing, so I'm glad that we got to do it. Kelly Brogan won't even treat people if they won't eat red meat. That's interesting. Amber asks, are you and Elise living together? Do you think you guys would be dating right now if she was still vegan? We are not living together, but I am staying with her for the weekend. And you said, do you think we'd be dating if she was still vegan? That's a good question. Probably yes. I don't think that us getting together had anything to do with her being vegan or not vegan. But if I was vegan, I had a hard time dating anybody that wasn't vegan. So I don't know. I don't think she's in that same boat though. Elise is at home working. I had to get out of the house and stream and be free. Maja is vegan. I've only tried 3 eggs and a teaspoon of tuna because it's my mind wanting it against my body, but that just... No, Maja, no. Listen, you're 19. Save yourself the time. Save yourself the heartache and the physical pain and all the other bullshit that's going to come along with you trying to go vegan. It's a stupid diet. It's a stupid fucking diet. It doesn't work. Give yourself a week on animal products. You're going to be able to get some high quality foods up there. I think you said you're Swedish, right? So you're going to have access to good milks and dairy and animal beefs and all that stuff. So just eat animal foods for like a week or 2 weeks and just douse yourself in cholesterol, eggs, beef, fish, all that stuff, and see what happens. See how your depression and your mental situation improves. I did start the dating app, yes. Yeah, veganism, in my experience, see, here's the crazy thing about veganism. When I first went vegan, I felt like I had this answer to everything in the world. And I felt so good. I was eating tons of just sugary smoothies and everything, but at first I think your body can handle the massive amount of carbs and sugar that you're throwing into it, especially when you get off a lot of the processed super shitty foods. And again, removing fat from the diet and eating a lot of carbohydrates makes you get this sort of like energy boost, at least while you're consuming the foods. If you go like an hour or two, you really get hungry again. Somebody was saying earlier that they have like really gnarly stomach growls when they're eating a lot of carbohydrates, and I agree. You're always on this blood sugar roller coaster where you have a smoothie and you spike up with energy, you feel frantic and crazy, and then you fall off. It's no good. You really, really need to try animal foods for like a couple weeks just to compare, Maja. I really recommend that. How about having Greg from Kino Body as a guest? You could talk about training and nutrition. I'd love to have Greg from Kino Body on. I need to just start reaching out to these people and seeing who's willing to chat. You know, I still have a small channel right now. I know that I've gotten a lot of big vegan guests on, or ex-vegan guests on and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, again, I mean, Clown Mazard says that I have a small channel compared to Kino Body. Exactly. A lot of these guys, you know, they don't want to talk to you unless you can do something for them. But hey, my videos get a lot of views, man. A lot of engagement as well. I have 1.6 million minutes viewed in the last 28 days. Those are big time numbers for a 4,000 subscriber channel. Big time numbers. Santa says, I'm depressed, never been vegan or veggie, haven't touched antidepressants since I was a teenager. Eating much more animal products, not full carnivore. Okay, so you're still depressed, you've never been vegan, haven't touched antidepressants. Interesting. But you don't cry every day anymore, that's good. Yeah, Eco Steve, there are affordable places that are close to the beach. Look into Oceanside, California, and you can look. And if you wanted to be in Orange County, Dana Point is a little bit more reasonable. Dana Point and San Clemente. I'm getting hungry. We're talking about the stomach growls. Last night for dinner, guys, you know what I had? You'll never guess what I had for dinner last night. Basically ate a pound of strawberries and 2 blueberry muffins. How's that for carnivore? Yeah, Nature Myth, I'm with you. Nature Myth says sometimes depression is existential, sometimes physiological, sometimes both. I agree. I think that you need to first get your physiological things in order. Like, for instance, get your diet in check first, and then if you're working out, if you are around positive people, and you still somehow have some sort of shitty depression going on for absolutely no reason, then you really need to probably go see a therapist at that point. But I think a lot of it can be alleviated with just good diet, good lifestyle changes. Craggle says, vegan chill in the house. That's me, baby, with the pound of strawberries and the blueberry muffins. I love when people tell me that my diet is, you know, I went from one extreme to the other. Bitch, I eat blueberry muffins. Gung Fu says, Drew, I just have ordered 2 pepperoni pizzas with extra pepperoni. My guy. Okay, I can't support pizza, but enjoy it. Psychology is pseudoscience. You are sad or happy. Very normal. Kind of agree. It's like when somebody goes to a therapist, they never stop going to therapy, do they? They always keep going to therapy. Naomi says you have to get your gut. Oh, you have to get your gut, and there's something on the screen. You have to get your gut in order, then the brain follows. I agree with that, actually. All right, where are we at on the stream, guys? I think we may have to call it good right now. We just clocked an hour and 30. We're actually running out of battery, and we are happy with the test run. Maja Larson, or hey Sarah, good job coaching the young girl. If you're here considering animal foods, you're on the right path to better mental health and physical health. I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for you too if that's what you want to do. Maja, I recommend it at least for a week or two. Just go straight animal foods. And then you can always go back to being vegan after that. Hey, thanks Mark. Thanks for showing up. Everybody else, thank you for popping into the stream today. It was a little short one, just a fun one. Enjoy the beach. I'll give you a minute or two to stare at that lovely backdrop. What's the recipe for the muffins? Are they keto? Hell no, I bought them straight from the store. They had sugar on top. Got another guy who's into training. Friesma. I see. Maybe a candidate for your show. I'll have to check him out. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed the ocean stream. CMC, fake clouds. That's true. This is all green screen today. Enjoy, enjoy. I wonder if you guys can see the surf. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this from home to see how clear it was, because you can definitely see surfers out there right now. All right, Lucy, I'm glad. Hey, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, guys. We are going to have some updates with the Carnivore to Vegan experiment on Friday, and hopefully another dope stream on Wednesday. So let me know. All right, guys, take it easy. I'm going to cut the stream now. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Later.